You may be using any language. It is a compendium of some statements, some instructions, or some passage of text or not. You may be using any language. It is a passage of some text or not. Yes. So in that passage of text, each unit is called token. That means there may be a word, there may be a single alphabet in your passage of text. There may be a space, there may be a full stop, there may be a comma, there may be a question mark, there may be a bracket, there may be a single quote, there may be a double quote. Okay, everything. This everything which may come in your passage of text, that all are called tokens. Clear? So C is also a language. C will also have some passage of text in the statements. So what are the tokens in the C language? Let us see. So whatever the available tokens we have in C, that we can classify into different categories. So first of all, the token means nothing but a individual unit in the general passage of a text. Are you clear? Are you clear about the definition? Each unit, that may be a space, that may be a full stop, that may be a comma, that may be anything. That all comes under tokens. Okay. So write down, it is the smallest unit tokens. It is the smallest unit in the general passage of a text. Right? It is the smallest unit in the general passage of a text. So whatever the tokens we have in C, that tokens we can classify into different types. So first comes keywords. Okay, you can note down first keywords, then identifiers. First one is keywords, then next is identifiers, next one is constants, next one is operators, okay, next one is special characters,
Special.
characters, special characters, okay. So these categories we can classify all the available tokens in the C language. Okay. So in the C language, whatever the tokens we encounter, that all tokens can be classified into these categories as keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, and special characters. Clear? So first we'll go for keywords.
Keywords.
So keywords means nothing. We use certain words in our C programming language. These words are already system defined words or predefined words, we can say. Sometimes these are also called reserved words. We have to use these words as it is. The meaning of the word is predefined. Okay, we cannot alter these words. There are so many keywords, near about 32 keywords we will use in C language. Okay, so each word has its specific virtue. We'll use each and every keyword in our program, then we are able to understand what is the actual use of each word. Okay, when we do the program. But still, let us remember that these are the reserved words or the words which are inbuilt by the system, getting it, and we cannot change these words, getting it. So you can know that first keywords, these are also called reserved words These are also called the reserved words, which are predefined by the system. Which are predefined by the system. Okay, we'll use each and every word in our program, then we are able to understand what is the actual use of each word. Okay, but still let us remember that these are the predefined words. Okay, predefined words. Example, you can see there are like int, for, else, like this. So many, near about 32 keywords approximately we will use in this language. You can note down these examples. Done?
Yes.
Yes. So this is all about keywords, the certain words which are predefined by the computer system, and we cannot alter these words. Then next comes identifiers. Okay. So identifier, actually what does it mean? Identifier. Identifier is nothing but a valid name. Getting it? A valid name by which something is identified. Okay. Suppose assume you are in your home. I am in my home. How you will be identified? By your name or not? Suppose you are in your classroom. You will be identified with your name or not? Or with your roll number or with your name? Okay. A valid name by which something is identified. That may be name of a variable. That may be name of a function. That may be name of a structure. Okay, we'll use these are one concept: the function, the structure, the array, okay, the variables. So any valid name, that may be name of a variable, that may be name of a function, that may be name of an array, that may be a name of a structure. Any valid name is called identifier, by which something is identified. Okay, a name by which something is identified is called identifier. Are you getting? A name by which something is identified. So you can note down, it is a valid name. It is a valid name. It is a valid name of a variable or function. It is a valid name of a variable or function or structure or array. A-R-R-A-Y, array. Okay, we'll use these things. This array, function, structure, these are one chapters we'll use. Okay, we'll go for each chapter, that array, function, structure. Okay, so but still let us remember that this is a valid name. Identified is a valid name by which something is identified. Okay, a name by which a value is identified, that is a variable name. Suppose x equal to 5, x is a identifier or not?
Yes.
Like that. Suppose a name by which a function is identified, that is a function name. A name by which an array is identified, that is array name. A name by which a structure is identified, a structure name. Any name is called identifier by which it is identified. Okay. Suppose you see there is an example of suppose x equal to 5. So here x is the identifier or not? Yes, because whenever you write x, the 5 comes. So 5 is identified with x. Yes or no? So x can be the identifier. Okay, because 5 is identified with x. Okay, so this x can be a valid identifier. Like that. Suppose if I say there is something like this. Suppose there is something like this. 25xyz equal to 10. So is that 25xyz can be valid identifier or not? Can you say? Guess. Yes or no? Guess. No problem. You guess. Suppose if I say instead of x, if I write 25xyz equal to 5 or 10 or something. So that can be valid identifier or not? No. Getting it? It is not valid. Why? I will tell. Okay. Identifier must begin with alphabet. Okay. Identifier name must begin with alphabet. After that, whatever you may have. So for that, why that x equal to 5, that is in green color, that is valid. And this 25xyz is in red color. This is invalid because it is not beginning with alphabet. Then after whatever you may have, but the beginning must be alphabet. Okay. Suppose like that. If I say, see, there is something like this. XYZ 25 equal to 9. Is this can be valid or not? Yes. Is this can be valid or invalid? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Why?
It doesn't begin with any numerical values and it
Yes.
begins with alphabet.
It is beginning with alphabet. Okay. So like that. Suppose if I say, can it be valid? Yes. A question mark B. Can it be valid identifier? Yes.
No.
No. Why? It is in red color or what?
Special characters are there.
Yes. Yes. There should be no any symbols in identifier name. It should not have any symbols. Okay. It must begin with alphabet and it must not have the symbols like question mark and all these things. Suppose if it is written like this, can it be valid?
No.
No. Because there is a symbol called
It has
underscore.
space.
Space or underscore? What is that?
Underscore.
Underscore. Underscore. But still it is valid. Okay. It is a valid. Okay. Because except underscore, no other symbols are allowed. Underscore is allowed. Okay. Without underscore, any other symbols are allowed. You might have seen or not. You remember or not, I cannot say exactly. Do you have any mail ID? Email ID?
Yes.
Whenever we are
Yes, sir.
creating an email ID, it will accept underscore in our mail ID. But except underscore, it will not accept any other symbols. You try once. Okay, you can see. Like that. In C language also, the identifier should not have any symbol, but only underscore is allowed. Okay. So except underscore, no other symbols are allowed. Clear? So this can be valid. Suppose if there is something like this. ABC. Is this can be valid? Or invalid? Or
No.
both? Valid and invalid, both.
Both.
Both is a problem. Only one you have. So it is invalid.
I don't
Why?
know.
There is a space between A and B. You can see. Okay. There is a gap. Getting it? So blank space is also one special symbol which is not allowed. Okay. In your keyboard, you might have seen in your computer keyboard there is symbol called question mark. Okay, greater than, less than, like that. You have a space bar also. Okay, that space bar is also one symbol which is not allowed. Okay, so except underscore, no other symbols are allowed. Getting it? So these are the rules for naming identifier. Okay, so you can note down. First point, it must begin with alphabet. It must begin with alphabet. Then second point, it must not have any symbol except underscore. It must not have any symbol except underscore. Next point, it must not have blank space. It must not have blank space. Clear? So these are the rules for naming identifier. Okay. Remember, these rules are not only confined for naming variables. These rules are applicable for naming anything, for naming a function, for naming an array, for naming a structure, for naming a program. These rules must be followed. We have actually done a case of naming variables, but these rules are also followed for naming anything. Okay, for naming a function, array, structure, these rules must be followed. Must begin with alphabet, must not have any symbol except underscore, and must not have blank space. Okay. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 6 lines you can note down in your copy. Okay. Examples. Note down. Wherever there is green, besides that line you give a tick mark, and wherever there is red line, besides that you give a cross mark, so that you can understand which is valid and which is invalid statement. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is about identifiers. Then next comes constants. So constants are nothing but the things what we enter from the keyboard. If we broadly say the constants are nothing but the things what we enter from the keyboard, basically, or the data what we input. So basically, which type of data we enter from the keyboard? Either text data or numeric data. So that is the constant, either numbers or alphabets. Okay. So the numbers what we enter, that is called the numeric constants, and the alphabets what we enter, that are called the text or the character constants. Okay. And whatever the numbers we are entering from the keyboard, that numbers of two kinds we are entering. Either directly the whole numbers 5, 10, 20, 6,000 like that, or the number with a point value. Getting it? 2.5, 3.7 like that. So number without any point value, that are called integer constants, and the number with a point value, that are called real constants, or sometimes floats. Okay. This is about the number type of data what we enter, either plain numbers or number with point value. And whatever the alphabets we are entering, that alphabets again two kinds we are entering. Either one single alphabet we are entering, P, X, like that, or a group of alphabets at a time we are entering as a word. Getting? That group of alphabets or words are also called multiple character constants. Sometimes strings, these are also called. And whatever the single alphabet we are entering, that are called single character constants. Okay. So the alphabet or the text data also two kinds, single character or multiple character. And the number data is also two kinds. Clear? Either number without point value or number with a point value. So this we can broadly classify into these categories, constants, like this. This can be numeric character, numeric can be integer and real. Character can be single and empty. You can note down this hierarchy. Done?
Yes.
So this is how can we broadly classify the data what we input from the keyboard. Okay. Basically two types of data we will input. The numeric type of data and the alphabet or the text or the character type of data. The numeric type of data can be of a number without a point value, the number with point value. The text type of data or the character is again either one single character, the data, or a group of characters at a time. Getting it? Single character or multiple character constants. So first we go for numeric or the integer type of data or the number without a decimal points, which are called integers. Okay. Integers means nothing, number without a point value. So whatever the numbers we have without a point value, that is again three types: decimal integers, octal integers, and hexadecimal integers. Okay. So these integers you can note down, integers, the number without a point value. Right. Three types: decimal integers, octal integers, third one hexadecimal integers. Okay. So first we go for decimal integers. So this decimal integer, why it is so called? Because any number lies between the 10 symbols that are called 0 to 9. So any number lies within these 10 symbols, 0 to 9. 0 to 9, 10 digits, okay, including 0 up to 9. So this 10 digits, any number lies within these digits that are called decimal integers, okay, which ranges from 0 to 9. Getting it? So its range, you can give a hyphen and you can note down 0 to 9 besides decimal integer. Okay, because decimal means 10 digits. Suppose example, if I say 357, 357, there is a number 357. Can it be a decimal integer or not?
No.
Why?
It doesn't come in between 0 to 9.
Why not? Every digit, you see, there is every digit falls within 0 to 9. Okay. If you take any digit, 3, 5, 7, 3 falls, 5 falls, 7 also falls. Okay. In this way, we will see. Okay. So it can be a valid decimal integer. Okay. Because every digit in this number follows within 0 to 9. Clear? Like that. If I say, example, we can say 357 can be a decimal integer. Then octal. Okay, octal integers. Octal integer, can you say range what it may be? As decimal is 0 to 9 for 10 symbols. For octal, how many symbols may be there? Can you guess?
8.
Yes, exactly. 8 symbols. Can you say what may be the range? 0 to
7.
7. Okay, it is the range 0 to 7. Any number lie within this range can be a octal. Okay. Suppose if I say like that, hexadecimal. Next comes hexadecimal. So this hexadecimal range, can you say there may be how many symbols?
16.
Exactly. Hexa means 6, decimal means 10. 6 plus 10, 16 symbols will be there. Okay. So it is range is like this, 0 to 9 and A to F. Any number lies within 0 to 9 that comes again 10 for A, 11 for B, 12 for C, 13 for D, 14 for E, 15 for F. Okay. A to F. Clear? 0 to 9, then 10 to 15, that is A to F. 10 is denoted with A. Okay. 11 is denoted with B. 12 is denoted with C. 13 is with D, 14 is with E, and 15 is with F. Clear? So this is how to use hexadecimals. Yeah. This 357 you see. Can it be decimal or not? Decimal integer or not?
Yes.
Yes. 357. This can be octal integer or not?
Yes, sir.
Octal. Not decimal.
Decimal also.
Decimal also. Both. Octal and decimal. Both is a problem. Whether octal or decimal. Confusing or not? So for that what happens? Every octal number is preceded with 0. Okay. And every hexadecimal number is preceded with 0x. Getting it? So every octal is preceded with 0 and every hexadecimal is preceded with 0x. If a number is not preceding with anything, then assume it is a decimal integer. Okay. If a number is preceding with 0, that is octal. If a number is preceding with 0x, that is hexadecimal. And if a number is not preceding with anything, that is a decimal number. So clear? Clear about integers?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this can be an example of hexadecimal. 0x, BD, 5. Like that. Hexadecimal is written like this. And the octal number is written like that. 0357 like that. Done? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Like that. So this is the part of numbers. Okay. Integers. And let us go for number with a point value and the character constants. Number with a point value, which are also called real or float constants. Okay. Real or float constant. Example, you can say any point value number. 25.37 or 0.6 or 4.6, whatever, etc. You can note down this example, real numbers. Then done. Yes. So this is about float or the real constants. The next, characters. Again, two types, single character. So single character is any one single alphabet enclosed within quotes, within single quotes. Okay. Whenever a single alphabet is enclosed within single quotes, that becomes a single character. Anything enclosed within single quote becomes a single character. Clear? Have you understood? Single character, anything enclosed within single quotes. Okay. Suppose if I say single character, if I say like this, can it be a single character or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
No, sir.
No. Because it is 5 or what?
Numerical.
No. But still it is a single character. Okay, it is not a numeric character. Anything enclosed within single quote becomes a character. Okay, that may be a number or whatever. If it is within single quote means it becomes a character. Okay, suppose if you write 5 like this, this is integer constant, but the above one is a character constant. Okay, in this way we can make difference. If 5 is written without any quotes, that becomes integer constant. If 5 is written within quotes, that becomes character constant. Getting it? Like that. Suppose if I say, can it be a single character?
Yes.
Yes, because anything within quote becomes a single character. Can it be a single character?
Yes.
Yes. Can it be a single character?
No.
No. Why? There is nothing.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Why? There is nothing means there is something. Okay, nothing means one space is there. Space is also one character. Okay. So these are all valid characters. So you can note. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then comes multiple characters, which are also called string. The multiple characters are also called string. So multiple characters are nothing. Anything enclosed within double quotes becomes a multiple character. The single characters are enclosed within single quotes, whereas multiple characters are enclosed within double quotes. So anything enclosed within double quotes becomes multiple characters. And these multiple characters are also called strings. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I say, suppose, can these be valid strings?
Yes, sir.
Yes, anything within double quote becomes a string. Suppose if I say, can it be the valid string?
Yes, sir.
Yes. There is nothing means there is multiple spaces. Multiple spaces becomes also a string. Okay, you can note this example. These are all valid. So clear? Clear? So this is all about the constants. Okay, either number type constant or alphabet type constants. Getting it? So keywords, then identifiers, then constants. Then next comes what? Operators. Okay. So the operators, can you define what is operator?
The symbols used for
Yes.
the programming.
Yes. Suppose there is something written C equal to A plus B. Okay.